Alright, y'all. I'm back here with another video. And I know it's been a minute, but I just feel like I should get some shit out and just fucking talk with y'all. So, I kind of feel bad because every time I hop on this bitch, it's kind of just like depressing, but this is my channel and you're watching it, so who's the stupid one? Anyway, I don't really know how to put this, but, well, I'm not gonna start with this. Never mind. So, anyway, school finally started. I'm like, I think I'm getting my shit together. Like, I hope. I'm down to start working harder, and like, I haven't missed an assignment yet, but it's like the first 2 days. Like, I don't want to doubt myself, but it's like I have tendencies and shit, and like, I'm scared to give up. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking, I've been hella scared of the future lately, but I can't even see myself past graduation. It feels like once I graduate, then the game is just over. Like, it's a black screen. Nothing else fucking happens. But I guess that doesn't happen. I have to start preparing for that too. But it's just a big clusterfuck. I just been kind of worried, and I've been kind of worried about my dad and worried about my driving and shit. But I think we're gonna get through it if I just feel like I could get us through it. Like, you can't just pray for some shit to happen and it'll happen, but you can't just not really have hope. So I think that's gonna be kind of the topic of this video, I guess, hope. For those of y'all just starting school, or you're having a tough time in school, or just having a tough time in life right now, just kind of have hope, I guess. Not to sound corny, but it's like, that's just really all you need, bruh. Fucking, if you don't really believe that anything's stopping you, or you can't be stopped by anything, then nothing's really gonna stop you. And I believe in you, definitely. I can't even see who's fucking watching this video, and I believe in you just because you watching me. I feel like you believe in me. Nobody else fucking does. We gotta look out for each other. So I guess that's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Us two looking out for each other, and I'm down to keep that going. And speaking of the future, I'm scared of this YouTube shit because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. My whole life I kind of just thought of YouTube just being my career, but I'm starting to have doubts, and sometimes YouTube doesn't always work. It's not really based on skill. It's an algorithm. You have to like these videos for them to show up in other people's feed and to blow up. My goal isn't to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody, but I kind of want some bread. So I think bigger videos, like professionally made shit that I actually want to release, that's gonna come out. I'm still, of course, gonna drop videos. I'm not saying I'm not gonna drop videos, but shit that's like actual shit that you would like to watch, shit that's visually and fucking audibly pleasing. I can't really drop that shit until I have the right equipment and until I feel like I could really drop some cool shit like that. So that's gonna be until I can get some bread, probably get this job, and then once I'm a grown-ass man, I could do YouTube, because I forgot that most people doing YouTube right now who are like me are grown-ass men. Not a lot of people are teenagers just doing this shit for a living, living in their dad's house. Because that's what I'm doing, and fucking, maybe I can make it happen, but I don't fucking know that. And then, shit, school's just not gonna make itself happen, so I gotta make some shit happen. I might as well make the shit that's guaranteed to fuck me over happen. So, well, I didn't mean it like that. I meant if I didn't do school, it is guaranteed to fuck me over. And if I don't do YouTube, then it's also guaranteed to fuck me over, but it's not guaranteed that I'll win with YouTube either. With school, it's like, I can't do dick without, my fucking high school diploma. And then not only that, but my family is going to think I'm a fucking idiot. And honestly, I care more about that than any fucking piece of paper. Because at the end of the day, what does a piece of paper really give me that my family can't? Nothing. There's literally nothing. That's why I don't, I was about to say some corny ass shit, but you already know how it is, bruh. Shit, shit just be hard sometimes. And fucking, I want you to know that if it's hard for you, then you're not the only one, not nearly, and that shit only really gets better with time. You have to keep looking within yourself and be continually willing to improve yourself in order to keep going, because if you can't improve yourself, then you're going to keep focusing on improving your situation, and then that'll just never work because you'll keep getting into shittier situations that are going to keep fucking you over. If you keep choosing to improve yourself and keep making yourself tougher, you can never enter a situation that's too much for you. So what I've been doing is, instead of looking for ways out or excuses or shit to cover myself up, I just been accepting shit. It'll be my fault, or it'll be my problem, I'll fix it type shit. Because it's just what you gotta do sometimes. It's just, you can't get through life standing still. There's no way. It's like a forest. This shit's dark and fucking creepy, and you have no idea how to get out, but if you run in one direction for long enough, you'll hit something. So run in fucking one direction, bro. Don't stop running. And yeah, moving on. So before making this video, I kind of feel better now, but I was just feeling like shit because fucking, I just keep thinking about my dad, like the way bro be looking at me. I don't know if I have psychosis or some shit and I'm just paranoid of everybody, but like fucking, I just look at him and I feel like he just thinks I'm a fucking buffoon, bro. Like, I just get this vibe from him whenever he enters the room or whenever he starts talking about me that he has nothing to talk about. Like, it's just, I just exist to him. Like, that's not to say that he doesn't love me and he doesn't care about me, because obviously he does, and he's my dad and he does everything for me, and I would never forget that. But it's like, I just feel like I'm failing him, and there's no way that I'm gonna be able to not fail him. Like, it's gone to the point where I think about this shit, where I used to be his like most prized possession, bro. Like, it's just crazy how fucked up our dynamic is right now, and I'm scared it's never gonna get back to normal, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong, but I'm doing something wrong. I might even know what it is and just might not have come to terms with it, but it's like, I just don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I'm not begging him to love me or some shit and I like need his approval, but it's like, I don't really like him, just having that energy about me where it's like I'm amounting to nothing. But the truth is, I'm really amounting to nothing. Like, I'm not gonna deny the fact that like it's true, I guess, that I don't do nothing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't be on these videos. Y'all don't be seeing me on these videos. My school, I never tried. I haven't gotten my driving shit done. I have no job. I have no way of making bread. And it's like, I'm a grown-ass man living like this, and he's just living with me. And not only that, but fucking, I still consider myself a grown-ass man, and I have none of this shit. So it's like, I think when he looks at me, he doesn't really believe this is his son, because I think he thinks his son, I don't know, like, he's just so hard to read. Like, it gets to the point where it's like, he's so simple that it gets complicated. Like, fucking, he be like lying to me about shit, misleading me about shit, like not telling me about shit, just like leaving me out, like just treating me like a kid. And obviously I don't like being treated like a kid, but it's not like he's gonna stop because I'm getting nothing done. So that kind of circles back to the whole point I had of, I kind of feel like shit because I'm failing him. It's like, I don't really know what I could do to make him feel like I did something. Like, yeah, I get past high school, but I feel like it's got to the point where it's like, if it's miraculous that I passed high school, then all these other kids who just passed high school normally, bro, they're definitely gonna wish, he's gonna wish that those were his kid, bro. Like, the motherfuckers succeeding, the motherfuckers making all the bread, the motherfuckers driving around already. We was going to the store the other day, and he said that it's getting too tired for him to stand, and he can't walk around like that, and that I'm gonna have to start driving soon. And the sad part is that I know that, and I was trying to start driving, and I never did. Like, and it's weird because I had never really thought until now that I was failing him. I thought I was failing myself. So I think maybe the alternative now might be doing shit for him instead of doing it for myself, but it's just hard to find the will to do shit for him because I'm not gonna lie, bro, I don't really have any emotions for anyone anymore. Like, he's my dad, and I love him. I know I love him, but it's been so long since I felt actual love towards someone that, like, I'm not even sure I still really actually love him, and I'm not just coexisting with him. And I don't want that to be the case. Obviously, I want to love my dad, and I want to have a healthy relationship with him, and I want him to be happy with me before, anything happens with him. But here we are, kind of lost my train of thought. I don't really remember where I was, but yeah, it kind of just bites a big one, just feeling like I'm not really doing shit, kind of being conscious of not doing shit, but I don't really know how to fix it, and then I don't know if I can fix it. Like, what if I just pass high school, bruh, and I start driving, and that shit, he's gonna tell me it's enough. He's gonna tell me that I'm doing good, and that I'm succeeding in shit, but it's not gonna be enough, because that's what it always is. Motherfuckers just be lying to my face. Like, it's just crazy. And I'm not trying to make it seem like I hate my dad or my dad is some evil person. Again, I really do love my dad. My dad is one of the best men that I've ever known. He's probably the most generous person I've ever known, and definitely the most loving. But I just don't know what to fucking do. Like, for all I know, he could feel none of this shit about me, and he could still, love me and shit, and not think of me as a kid, but I wouldn't believe that. Like, the way he looks at me and the way he talks to me and the way he talks to other people about me is just like, it leaves like a pit in your stomach, bro. Like, fucking, when I just realized this shit, bro, I was gonna throw up. Like, I was sitting there like, that I was about to throw up, like, because I had such a pit in my stomach that I didn't even know what to fucking do. I didn't know how to react. I was just like, this is really the reality I'm living in. And I'm scared to be living in that reality, I guess, because I feel like that's my whole family. And the sad part is, what I think happens is that I voice this shit, and they'll tell me that that's not the case. And I'm scared that they're lying. Like, and most of the time I know to myself, I know they're lying, but then I get even more scared. Like, what if they're not? What if they really mean this shit and they really are supporting me, and I'm just taking it the wrong way, and I'm just kind of distancing myself from them? I'm scared because I could never really know that shit, and that's why I almost stopped fucking with my brother, because I didn't know if he was cool or not. And I'm scared of that shit happening with my dad, because I have way less time with my dad than I do my brother, I know for a fact. So I don't really know what to do about that shit, or I don't know if there's anything I could do. But yeah, I'm just gonna hold out hope. Hopefully he hasn't gave up on me, because I haven't gave up on him. I think he thinks that I gave up on him, and maybe I did. and maybe I don't know how to fix it, but I just wish that he knew I'm trying to fix it, and that I don't really want to be his abomination, I guess, because his last son, Eric, basically my brother Eric, he's a grown-ass man. He's an adult. He's 40. And my dad never got to see him graduate from Course Hill, so I'm his last son, and he's trying to see his last son graduate from high school. And I had not known that was the situation until recently, which makes me even more fucking mad, because it's like, I don't know if I should be mad at that shit or if I should be sorry, because if he told me that so way longer ago, I would have tried so much harder, but he just never be telling me this shit, like, in time. Like, my friend, he was telling me today that my dad was talking with him, and that my dad was telling him he just wants me to graduate high school, and that I won't even be able to get a fucking job at McDonald's if I don't have a diploma. Tell me that! Why are you telling him? I'm your son, bro. Like, I feel like he's afraid to be mean to me, but it's like, bro, honestly, in my brain, I need someone to push me to do shit, because if you tell me to do some shit, I'm probably not gonna do it. So, I just wish that, like, either I push myself or he pushed me more, but it's like I said, I don't know what to fucking do. At this point, I think that I can fix the situation, but I have no idea what to do. So I think I'm just gonna figure it out as I go. But my main goal is I don't want him to pass away and then without seeing me succeed, basically, knowing that I'm set. Because so far, in my mind, he thinks of me as literally like I have autism. Like, he thinks that I'm incapable of driving, I'm incapable of common sense. He thinks I'm incapable of, like, just basic shit. He be telling me literally basic shit. And I don't know if it's just to remind himself or to elaborate to me on how to do something simple. So I'm just so fucking confused right now. I don't know what to really do about it. Like, I don't even know if there's something I could do. This is the confusing shit I was talking about, and this is kind of why you have to have hope. Because a lot of people call religion their hope. A lot of people call Christianity hope. But at the end of the day, I think hope should just be its own religion, bro. There should just be a church of hope, because that's literally all religion is. It's just you relying on something that you don't know exists, but you trust in it because you feel like it's going to benefit you. So I guess you can just have hope for anything. It's not really bad to have hope. You could pray to hope, I guess. You just pray, instead of to Jesus, you just be like, hey, hope, I believe in you. I have hope. You gotta mean that shit sincerely for it to work, because I used to hang with these church people and fucking, it's low-key facts. If you don't take this shit serious, then your mind isn't gonna take it serious. Everything in life is kind of like a placebo effect, and if you don't know what that is, it's like if I gave you a sugar pill and I told you it was perks, and you start acting like you were off perks. You didn't know it wasn't a perk, but I told you it was a perk, so you're probably gonna start acting crazy. It's like when you give a little kid apple juice and you tell them it's champagne or some shit and they start acting drunk. It's exactly like that. It's exactly like that. Life is literally a placebo effect. So if you don't believe in the placebo, bruh, or if you choose to believe in it, then you could literally just live on a different level, bro. You could exceed on a different plane. Exist on a different plane. I don't know why I said exceed, but fucking, that's basically about it for this video. It's just been 20 minutes of y'all just looking at my fucking mug and me talking about some bullshit. So I want to thank you for sticking around, and you know, just thank you for everything, like the comments and shit. Y'all just watching my videos, y'all just acknowledging that I exist, me acknowledging that y'all exist. I like that we coexist together. It makes me feel like, we're part of something. But I love y'all, and I hope y'all are okay. And I'm going to try and drop more often. It's weird because I only drop when I'm having a really shitty day. But I hope y'all are good, and keep the hope up. Maybe start actually praying to it and let me know how it goes. Anyway, peace.